So let's talk about Arsenal. They are sitting pretty 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League. Now, for most teams, that would feel like an absolute fortress. But this is a high-stakes title race. And as we're about to find out, that lead might be less of a castle and more of a house of cards, just waiting for a gust of wind.
I mean, for the fans, the Gooners, looking at that gap in the table must have felt incredible. The source material we're digging into today puts it perfectly. It's like sipping coffee on the summit of Mount Everest. You're on top of the world. You're untouchable. It's just this beautiful picture of complete calm and total dominance.
But, and there's always a but, isn't there? Is that feeling really justified? Because in football, confidence can be paper thin, and if you scratch just below the surface here, things are starting to look a little shaky.
Which brings us right to our first point. We're going to go behind the numbers to really understand why this 7-point lead might just be a bit of a mirage.
Okay, so here it is, 7. On paper, that's the magic number. 7 points clear of a team like Manchester City. I mean, in theory, that's a huge buffer, a really comfortable cushion that should let you have an off day or two.
And this phrase just nails the problem. Because despite those beautiful numbers you see on the league table, there's a strange smell, as the source calls it, coming from their last couple of games. The points are still there, yeah, but the form that got them there, it's starting to vanish.
So, where is this strange smell coming from exactly? Well, it's coming from the attack. The Arsenal front line, which was so deadly, has suddenly gone quiet.
The real cause for concern comes from these two most recent results. We're talking back-to-back draws against a patched-up Liverpool team and, maybe even more worrying, against a struggling West Ham side.
Now think about it. Across those two matches, the team played a full 180 minutes of football. That's 3 hours on the pitch for a team that's supposed to be chasing a championship. And in all that time, how many goals did they score? 0. A big, fat 0. For any team, that's a bit of a worry. But for a team trying to win the Premier League, that's a massive alarm bell. And it is ringing loud and clear. You just can't win a title grabbing 1 point at a time.
Okay, so what is actually going wrong here? Let's pop the hood and really dissect this attack, and we can use the game against Nottingham Forest as the perfect case study for all their current problems.
This chart basically tells the entire story. Look at this. 15 shots, but only 4 of them even troubled the keeper. And the most important number on the whole screen, 0 goals. So this isn't a team that can't create chances, it's a team that looks like it's completely forgotten how to put the ball in the back of the net.
And the tactics? They tell a very similar story. The creativity just seems to have dried up. You see the ball going out to the wings over and over again. It's predictable. And then when they get into that final third, where it really counts, there's hesitation instead of conviction. The only real goal-scoring opportunities are coming from set pieces, which is not a sustainable way to win a league.
So naturally, when a team suddenly stops scoring, all eyes turn to one man. And that's exactly what's happening with Arsenal's big money signing, Victor Gyökeres.
I mean, this guy was brought in to be the guy. The final piece of the puzzle, the guaranteed goal scorer to get them over the line. But lately his form has turned into what the source is calling a nightmare that the fans just can't believe they're watching.
And this slide really shows you the two different sides of Gyökeres. In the cup competition, he looks like a world beater. He's on fire. But in the league, wow, the numbers are pretty damning. 2 goals in his last 12 games. Let's be honest, that's not the form of a title-winning striker. That's a major liability.
So the crucial thing to understand here is that this isn't just a technical issue, it's psychological. The immense pressure of the title race, the huge expectations, it all seems to be weighing him down. And when a striker's confidence disappears, that natural, ruthless, killer instinct in front of goal, it just starts to fade away.
Okay, now let's zoom out a little bit, because Arsenal's problems are not happening in a vacuum. There is a huge, formidable force lurking right behind them, just watching and waiting.
And that hunter is, of course, Manchester City. They have more experience at this than anyone. They know how to chase down a lead in the final agonizing stretch of the season. They are absolute masters of applying pressure, and they are ruthless. They punish every single mistake, every stumble, every tiny sign of weakness.
And that's exactly why these 2 draws were so costly. It's not just about the 4 points lost, as bad as that is. It's that those dropped points have kicked the door wide open and invited all of that psychological pressure from City right back into the Arsenal dressing room.
So the task ahead is crystal clear, and it is urgent. The manager, Mikel Arteta, he needs to find a solution and fast before this little slump turns into a full-blown collapse.
Here is his immediate to-do list. Number 1, solve the striker puzzle. Figure out how to get Gyökeres firing in the league. Number 2, restore the confidence of the entire attacking unit. And number 3, simply, he has to end this goal drought. The defense is rock solid, we know that, but it is time to awaken the killers up front.
And this quote right here, it gets to the absolute heart of the matter. This isn't just about the math on the league table anymore. It's about belief. It's about confidence. It's about momentum. And right now, that momentum is starting to sway, dangerously, away from Arsenal.
Which leaves us all with the ultimate question. Everyone who follows this sport knows that in a title race, momentum is everything. It's that invisible force that can carry a team to glory or drag it down into despair. So looking at all the evidence, you have to ask yourself, has Arsenal's already run out?